Okay, guys, it's Angelo Christian with another great edition of Influencers. Today we have Miss Linda Brown with LLB Traditional Design. Thank you so much for coming on the show today.
So glad you're
Yeah,
having me.
yeah, very nice to meet you. So now your business, you do interior design, and that you're an expert in that.
Architectural interior.
Architectural interior
Interior
design.
design, yes. Uh-huh.
Okay, and so today we want to let our followers, our customers, kind of know about who you are, what you do, and why would somebody contact you for your services. I know you just mentioned a really big project that you're working on. So first off, can you give us a little bit of background about who you are?
Well, I graduated with an interior design degree and also with a fashion merchandising degree. So those two, hand in hand with
Yeah.
textiles, go together.
Yeah.
The reason somebody would call me is because they either think they need a more beautiful or more functional home.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I work. So I usually get referrals.
Right.
And it's usually the clientele I have is usually somebody with children, and they want to be able to navigate their home, or they're putting it on the market, or
Okay.
they want to just beautify it.
Yeah.
But the latest project I've worked on was a turnkey project,
Right.
which it was going to be a new main house for a large ranching family.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it's about 18,000 feet
Mm-hmm.
complete. And they literally moved in with their toothbrush.
Mm.
So I did everything from the beginning, from the working with the architect to the builder
Mhm.
to all of the vendors,
Gotcha.
outsourcing everything.
Yeah.
And that took about 2.5 years.
Wow. So I guess
So
that's one thing that's
That's the big part of it, or
Yeah.
I can do drapes in somebody's living room.
Okay. And so it's everything in between now. Can you kind of walk me through, let's say that you have a family that is living in Houston, and what's the process? How does it work with you?
Let's just say I have a family that just contacted me. They are transferring from
Okay.
Philadelphia.
Okay.
And they're downsizing from a large home in Philadelphia to a smaller home in Houston, and took pictures of everything they are bringing. So, and they gave me pictures of what they are moving into, and then I went and took a look at the project. So I scouted the project, took dimensions of their furnishings, and did a furniture plan for them. And being in my business, I'm also can have the ability to purchase things at wholesale.
Right.
So I'm offering my services as a hourly fee and passing on a lot of cost to them. So that's one scenario.
Okay.
Another scenario is I have another family that's also transferring, and they just need help putting drapes in and doing the kids' beds and
But you're
smaller project.
But you're not physically putting that stuff in though.
No,
It's you're the one that you're
Yeah.
picking, you're matching and putting things together as far as the
Correct.
flow and the colors.
Yeah, we have
and-
color boards.
Okay.
We do. I've got 3 darling girls that work for me. We do a color board, a color scheme, and we present usually 2 to 3 different options for them.
Now, how do you know? Like, I mean, do you talk to the customer to find out like their personality, or do you look at the house? How do you know what to do?
Well, you can kind of tell when you look at somebody's furniture what kind of style they are, whether they're modern, mid-century modern,
Okay.
traditional.
Okay.
I've worked with uber modern to very English to very traditional.
Okay.
So you can kind of tell, and then you kind of go that direction. And if they say, no, that's not me, we want to go this direction,
Okay.
we do something else.
Okay.
One of the guys I work with right now, he could not find a paint color. So I took my paint wheel over there and just gave him 5 seconds, and we picked a paint color and did his entire house.
Okay.
So-
Okay. Is there a theme? So I guess there's a theme that you follow.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
you try to follow what the outside of the house looks like.
Okay.
You try to
Right.
make things blend throughout the entire property.
Okay. And then I guess when you're working with a client, is it like an open checkbook, or is there a budget, or?
No, there's always a budget,
Okay.
except for the last one.
Okay,
I did.
except for the last
the
one.
big one.
Okay.
Yeah, that was
For the
those
super
kind
rich,
Of,
there's
yeah, those kind of those kind of jobs don't come around very
Yeah.
often. But
Yeah.
there's always a budget, and I
Okay.
try my very best to stay within
Okay.
it. And I really never go and purchase things without them knowing.
Of course.
And many times, and I don't say this, if they're really willing to get completely overwhelmed, I might take them to a market or two if they're really interested in buying furniture
Mm-hmm.
or lighting
Mhm.
or any other kinds of big accessories that would be expense,
Mhm.
a large expense, like budget busters like sofas, sectionals,
Mhm.
stuff
Mhm.
like that. So
Okay, so I mean, basically, I guess when you see like a lot of these model homes or stuff you see on TV, so I guess that's the conception of an interior decorator or designer, right? They help to they kind of put it together because I think a lot of people, like if it was up to me, I wouldn't know what to do. Like, I mean, what goes with what,
which,
you know?
yeah, it's really about scale and how big things should be within a space.
Uh-huh.
So it's a spatial business.
Okay.
I mean, I've not just done homes, I've done yachts, I've done airplanes.
Oh wow. Oh, okay.
I've done
Okay.
buildings, I've built buildings.
Oh, wow.
I've built a building downtown.
Okay. Okay.
So it's not just residential that I do. I do
Uh-huh.
commercial as well.
Uh-huh.
I've even done a funeral home.
Oh, okay.
That was my most interesting project.
Okay. Okay. So now, I guess that's I understand where you're getting the I guess the inspiration for the design. And then you have resources or contacts with you said on the wholesale side.
Millions.
Oh
yes.
wow. Okay. How long have you been doing this for?
30 years.
Oh wow. Wow. Okay.
It's funny. I was telling him earlier that I am like the shoemaker's wife. You would never believe that I do this for a living if you came in my own house because I'm usually busy doing other people's houses.
Yeah.
I had to send a couple of assistants out just to get stuff for me today for the weekend. So,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm usually busy running around and
Yeah.
doing the color boards and.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you have a team, or are you by yourself, or how do you?
I started with a team, and then I went to work went to work outside my business, and
I
then I
gotcha.
came back to my business, and now my team is back together.
I got you. Okay, so basically, the bottom line is you do everything, not just residential homes. I mean, you said buildings, yachts, aircrafts. Wow, that's amazing. And you said the process, if somebody wants to meet with you, they would just give you a call and then set up a consultation with you.
We usually set up a consultation. Of course, that's free
Mm-hmm.
of charge, and I usually see where we're going, how big the project is, how much. I can't always tell somebody how much time I'm going to be able to spend on it because you never know. With dealing with vendors and shipping, I'm also dealing with freight companies.
Mm-hmm. So let's say that let's just say that, for example, I have a home in River Oaks. It's a Tuscan villa, right? So, and I say, hey, Linda, can you go make this look like Italy, in the inside? So you're going to know what to do with that?
Absolutely. We
Okay.
probably start with how old it is or what needs to be updated. We probably update what needs to be updated, and then we start with the walls.
Okay. Wow.
Do some troweling.
So you would get involved not just with furniture. I mean, like you'd actually like structurally.
Well, yeah, if it's structurally sound and everything, but if it's just painted and flat paint, if you really want it to look like a Tuscan
Yeah.
villa, it's got to look like that troweled
Okay. Okay.
stucco on the inside.
Uh-huh. That's pretty cool. So basically, I mean, you are like recreating things. I mean, you could potentially. I guess that's what you did with your client in South Texas. I mean, did you do like
Absolutely.
Did you do like a Texas, like a?
It was Spanish colonial.
Okay.
So we started with the foundation, making sure it was going to be sound enough to carry the full-barreled antique tile roof.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of structural components to it as well. And construction's really one of my favorite things to do.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. That
It's not to
sounds.
say that I'm great at it. It's just one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah. Okay. No, it seems really awesome. So, and then I think what we're going to have online is some of your work that you've done. So that way, like anyone that's interested, no, I could definitely see how you can help people, and because I think a lot of people, like, they don't know. I mean, how to properly go about like designing their home?
Finding
I mean, I'm sure. Do you see like well, if somebody did it on their own, do you ever see like when you walk into like the average person's home that stuff doesn't flow?
I constantly see
Yeah.
that, and I really try to be quiet.
Yeah.
I always see a lot of
Yeah.
it. And I'm really a very easy person to get along with. So sometimes I'll offer free advice like, why don't we try this here? And I end up staying an extra hour longer with somebody that hasn't even hired me, just helping them out, you know, moving things around so that they can have a little bit more of a feng shui
Right.
feel to their home and which way the bed should face, or when you
Yeah.
open the door, there's more to it than just buying pretty things and putting them in there.
Right. Right. Okay. And then, so as far as how can people get in touch with you? You have a website? I mean, a phone? How can, if somebody wants to reach you and contact you for your services, how would they do that?
Really, they can just, I mean, I guess Google me, but you can call me at
Okay.
713-859-6701.
Okay. So 713-859-6701. And then if they Google LLB traditional design,
Yeah.
they can probably find you.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
and then-
usually, there's some photographs on house. I partner with them, HOUZZ.com.
Okay. And we'll have that up there. But can they see some of your work there?
They sure can.
Okay. Okay. Well, no, that is really awesome. Now, I got one last question for you. I mean, so why would somebody want to, use your services?
I'm pretty friendly, and I'm a good listener. That's
Okay.
the most important thing to be when you're dealing with people.
I agree with that.
And probably staying within their budgets and what they can afford and what they can't afford and what they're willing to do and not willing to do.
But the end result, though, is that I guess by having your home professionally designed, is it a better quality of life for the customer or for the individual?
Definitely a better quality of life for the customer, their children, the family, how the house flows and how it's maintained. I had 3 kids of my own, all at the same time, basically 3 girls. So I really needed things to be as easy for me as possible. So I made the furniture practically laminated so everything could be spill proof or kid friendly, or what I called it back then, Cheeto hand friendly.
Yeah.
No white couches were
Yeah.
in my house.
Yeah.
Now I have a lot of white couches.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I mean, I think that, I mean, it would be, in my opinion, very good to have someone come in and help with that, because I the feeling, and I think it's more on maybe at a subconscious level, the feeling that you get when you walk into a space, it can affect your mood.
It
And
most
so,
certainly affects
yeah.
your mood.
Yeah, but I think a lot of people, maybe they're not aware of it consciously, but certain colors certainly affect. Or
Light is very important. Natural light's very important. Getting back to the white fabrics and stuff, so many people don't know that there's so many other great products on the market today that are very kid-friendly fabrics, so to speak, to use for families that are, growing families.
Okay, well, very good. Thank you so much, guys. Again, this is LLB Traditional Design. This is Linda Brown. You can reach her at 713-859-6701. Again, thank you so much for
Thanks,
coming on the
Angelo.
show
Yes.
today. It was very nice
So
to meet
happy
you.
to be here.
Guys, this is another great edition of Influencers. Every week we come out with 3 great shows that we produce. Please leave your comments down below. You can follow us on Angelo Christian Mortgage on Facebook and on YouTube and on Instagram. We'll be back next week with another great edition. Take care and peace out.